Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the Ministry of Tourism's special interview program, Tourism One-on-One, where we explore topical issues affecting the tourism sector as we tackle the COVID-19 pandemic. I'm Kingsley Roberts, your host, and with me today is Director of the Tourism Linkages Network, Mrs. Carolyn McDonald-Riley. Good to have you, Mrs. McDonald-Riley.
Thank you for having me.
So today we continue our discussion on how the Tourism Linkages Network is operating amid the COVID-19 pandemic. Mrs. McDonald-Riley, so just outline for us, what are some of the initiatives that the Tourism Linkages Network will be undertaking for 2022 in light of the COVID-19 pandemic?
Well, in 2022, we intend to repeat some of our flagship programs. Well, we'll have some new ones, but we'll have speed networking. And speed networking, if I may, I'll tell you what it is. It's a 15-minute meeting between the CEO of our hotel or attraction or any person from our tourism players and the head of our manufacturing entity, agriculture, any one of our local CEOs from the other side. So both sides have an opportunity to meet for 15 minutes, which is perhaps really time for introduction, and then move on to the next person. And what that does is to provide an opportunity for some person to do business. And business is both sides, by the way. Both sides need each other. We also will be repeating our health and wellness conference. Now, this is very important because this is when we get to showcase our standards. We showcase what our properties is doing differently in light of the tourism protocols, and we are able to showcase some of our new health and wellness products. So it is interesting to know that during the lockdown, a number of persons came up with new dynamic products. Some of them were rubs and scrubs, some of them were candles, but they were all made from our local indigenous plants. And really that was something to celebrate. We will also have our annual Christmas in July showcase, which everybody looks forward to. And usually at Christmas in July, we showcase what is made here in terms of our products, and it's a wide array. So while it is that we really initially looked at it for our tourism sector, we have invited corporate Jamaica, we have included our gift shops, our pharmacies, and I singled out Fontana that every year comes to the trade show and they select a group of persons which they also display in their pharmacy. And I'm sure a number of entities do that. So there are some of our programs which will be repeated, such as those that I've mentioned, and we're looking at new ones. We want to have this year an Opportunities Investment Forum, where as a result of what we would have garnered from our supply chain study, because we have done demand study and we know what the demand is, we are currently looking at the supply study.
So tell us about that study.
Our supply study will be looking at our capacity to supply. So there are times when the industry is accused of not purchasing from X or not purchasing from Y. But we need to know what our capacity is. Can we adequately supply strawberries? Can we adequately supply bedding and sheeting? What is our capacity?
So you're matching now the supply to the demand, and seeing what we can actually do.
And from that gap, we'll be able to put on an opportunities forum where we're saying to investors, this is what you need to invest in. And we're not just talking about international investors. We're talking about our local people. We're saying form alliances and supply more bedding, and which is an area. We want more uniform, persons who sew uniforms. We want more local furniture, as long as it meets the look and feel as to what the industry requires. However, we need to say to our local furnitures, persons who make furniture, this is the look and feel that we want. We want something that can remain outdoors without changing the color. This is the kind of look and feel. We don't want anything too heavy with the wood and those kinds of things. So the conversation will happen, and the Opportunities Forum will bring some of this to bear.
So what plans does the Gastronomy Network have in store?
Oh, gastronomy. So we have been having coffee festival, and let me tell you, most people travel for food. People travel for food experiences. So our coffee festival this year would be looking at doing more infused cooking with coffee. We'll be looking at what are the alternatives to the coffee itself. We'll be engaging the farmers who would have been planting coffee. What are the byproducts? of using the coffee products. And we have some new players in. We will be we're actually doing a survey now. So we have surveys out there. Will be our exciting thing that we're now onto is a pop-up cooking shows in the hotels. So we have done a few hotels already, and we intend to roll out. We have done a pilot, and we intend to roll out that. And that is in collaboration with Jampro, where we have our Jamaican-made products. Our chef use those products to cook in front of a live audience, and the audience buys the product after eating it. And that is a great way to, yes, they enjoy the experience, they enjoy the Jamaican food, but they also purchase.
So that's live stream.
That is live. So we did a pilot, and we're going to be rolling out in a bigger way in 2022.
Interesting.
For health and wellness, we will have a new look and feel of our health and wellness conference. So each year we focus on something new. We will continue to upskill our people who do health and wellness products. We will continue with our training of people in the spa industry, because in COVID, touching and all of that becomes a little sensitive. And how do we train our persons and say to the world, this is how we do what we do? And we'll also be looking at apart from encouraging persons in terms of taking the vaccines, because we currently have a survey on in terms of the perception of our workers towards the vaccine. The idea is to sell the health benefits to our industry, taking the vaccines to the ministry in collaboration with the Ministry of Health to explain what the benefits. So we won't necessarily be doing it, but there's a collaborative effort with the Ministry of Health to do this.
And that falls under the broader tourism worker vaccination
initiatives. It falls under the broader
initiative.
vaccination initiatives. And in addition to that, we also care about the health and wellness of our tourism workers. So we have programs designed to get in help from counselors, from psychologists. If it is that you feel that you are stressed or just unsure, to reach out. So we have a number of programs which is geared towards our tourism workers.
So that focuses on mental health?
It focuses on mental health.
Interesting. All right. Shopping, attractions, and transportation now. So what plans do you have for that network?
Well, shopping. Well, Jamaica is not known for a shopping destination. But we have as our showcase something called Style Jamaica, where we put all of our fashion designers, our local fashion designers, on a runway. And we show you what we have to offer. So each time we do it, at least twice a year, our new designers actually are part of the program. And we showcase what they have. And we're not just talking about clothing. We're talking about footwear. We're talking about accessories. We're talking about handbags. And that way we're able to, now not just to our tourists here, but because it has gone viral, we're able to showcase overseas. Some persons have been able to export their products. That's shopping. And in terms of attraction,
so it hasn't only broadened your audience, the pandemic.
It has.
But more so the market, because you're saying people are now exporting.
And in terms of our Style Jamaica shows, we're talking about incorporating some of our top fashion designers with persons who are just coming in. So they get the experience, they get to work together to see exactly how we do what we do best. So the Style Jamaica show is one way. We have an accessory shows all by itself. As a matter of fact, we have produced an accessories magazine that showcases apparels, accessories, and so forth. It's also electronic, so persons can download it and look at it as gifting opportunities. For attractions, we are about to embark for the 2022 year, a digital project. We want you to be able to look at the QR code of this attraction and know what it's going to be about before you get there. We want you to start enjoying the experience.
So it's a virtual experience as a teaser.
Virtual experience. So this is what we're looking at for our attractions, while ensuring that they're equipped and maintaining the tourism protocols.
And in terms of transportation?
In terms of transportation, it's a new area that was added. We're looking at how, apart from ensuring that our transportation actors, talking about Jota Jekyll and some of our actors in the tourism industry were outfitted with masks. There is still some training that needs to be done that our sister agency JCTI does, and we're about to look at what else can we do with the sector.
Okay.
But it's a new addition to the
Right.
Linkages Network.
Okay. So what are the programs being introduced by the Knowledge Network now?
Oh, knowledge.
Yes.
Knowledge, we have been running a series of forums month after month.
Mm-hmm.
And they've been very interested. And incidentally, we have been getting partners. We have had NCB reaching out to us. We have had other organizations reaching out to us to partner on the different initiatives. We have spoke to digital technology in the tourism space. We have spoken to entertainment. We have spoken to the value of entertainment and culture to tourism. We have looked at the whole reopening. We have looked at the wedding and the contribution, that market to the tourism space. So we have been running a number of topics month after month, and persons have really found it useful. And as a matter of fact, we have used that to get more persons within our network.
Okay. What programs will the Sports and Entertainment Network be introducing?
We'll be looking at a new program called Superstar. And in Superstar, we'll be having a collation of our top sports person, top entertainers who will be an all-in-one production. Right. You'll be able to learn from Usain Bolt. You'll be able to learn from our top cricketers. You'll be able to learn from our top entertainers. And they will be showcasing their masterclass, how they do what they do. What are some of the do's and don'ts. And we're currently in production for that. And that, again, is something new that's coming. We continue with our top initiatives. So each month and weekly, you'll be able to see what's happening in the tourism space, what's happening in our local space, what are the events happening, and you'll be able to get a picture as to where to go when. So some of our programs continue while we introduce new programs.
That brings us to the end of our program. Thank you for joining us today, Mrs. McDonald-Riley.
Thank you for having me.
Thanks to our viewers for tuning in. Take care and stay safe.